Well, I decided today, so I might as well film this video today. It is the 21st, Monday of April, 2025. I decided again, I changed my mind. I thought I was going to vote, and I decided not to vote. And hey, you're censoring yourself. No, my voice is right here in this video if you want to watch it and share it and subscribe. No, I don't want to be a hypocrite and start domesticating you guys. You make your own decisions what you want to do with my video. You can end it now if you want. But the thing that I want to say is, again, the reasons that I am not voting is, first of all, I'm only going to post this on the 28th because at that point I think it'll be clear that whoever I may have decided to vote for, like liberal, because I fear the runner up, right, is they're going to win anyways without my vote, probably, but you never know. And so when I see on the 28th, because there's a lot of advanced voting that's happened already, but when I see on the 28th my voice, as if anybody heard it, was going to make a difference, I was going to wait till the 28th to post this. But the reason again is no suitable candidate. So that's me exercising my voice. No suitable candidates. There's a few reasons for that. One of them is, voting is acting locally and I think globally. So globally speaking, which is not somewhere else, it's here globally because we're on the same globe locally, is none of the candidates. Again, I think there needs to be an investigation or inquiry or whatever to see, why the Greens may have screwed up or the commission may have screwed up or whatever, but still that there could not have been some sort of compromise. And I can criticize the commission because they were ridiculous to even allow Rebel News in there. So it's like, man, you can apply the rule, but you also can't apply the rule, and it turns out like this. It's pretty ridiculous. So, but there was no, Cardi is business as usual, but with a little bit more of maturity. But he's still business as usual, right? He's still shallow ecology as much as he would want to maybe help support things the Greens would suggest, right? He's still prolonging the inevitable and having the kind of conversations a programmed economist does. And again, politicians can't really, even the Green Party, Elizabeth May with her cross, oh my God, they can't really partake in these political systems without getting caught in this language. They'd have to stop people every time. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm operating under a different paradigm. They can't do that. They wouldn't have had an entire career like Elizabeth did without partaking in their paradigms that are evolutionary dead ends. So, unless enough Greens get voted in and they have the power to say, we got to change our conversations 180 degrees as we really promote contraception, because it's not fair to kids being born now that we are now possibly going to change paradigms. So there was no suitable candidates when it comes to, the worldview that an Homo sapien develops, which is ecocentric. So if I'm not that worried anymore about conservatives winning, I'm not going to vote. But this is me sharing my voice with you, if you care about it. It's me saying, yeah, it's unacceptable in these existential times. And existential times is not related to the price of eggs. It's related to the quality of the air, the water, availability and quality of food for your kids and grandkids. That's what I'm talking about. I can film a video at some point to explain why I'm a great dad without being a dad. There's 4 steps I went through to become this person, I could say, in my life's psychohistory, which means, how the life of a person gets formed by psychological aspects, right? And we all have our own psychohistories. It has nothing to do with psychological stability or not. It's related to what has influenced us in our life journey psychologically. Part of it is outside of us, but a lot of it is inside of us. The other reason that I didn't vote is I looked at the material I got in the mail from the candidates, and I think one was in the paper, a few were flyers. But the thing is I also didn't see anything advertised that they would come here and debate. It's hard to respect somebody that doesn't come, debate in a few of the major cities of their territory. But again, the person that I would say is green is, didn't have green type quotes that I read about. It was more, people first, and people first is not the same as green, right? In fact, you can be people first without being green. So for me, it's not understanding. It's not understanding, let's say, your own catchphrases, like conservatives who within the same pamphlet contradict themselves, or even reading a pamphlet that's long in its entirety related to Christian morals or values, but also adding all other paradigms in there as if, they can all exist in the same reality. you know Dumbfounded at how in 2025 we can still be that dumb as a species, right? That something like this gets published. It doesn't help when a Green Party member has a cross. It doesn't help get out of that nonsense, right? That cognitive dissonance. But if we go back to, a point that Steve Boots was making today that I noticed in the video is sometimes people vote for how their interactions with the government is. And I've been posting for years, you can see this, a lot of screenshots or videos about my attempts to interact with the government. And that could be, people from different parties. And they are unsuccessful at interacting with me or even responding or even acknowledging or even getting an auto reply from an email. Now, of course, I said also in 2025 I would start sending more letters, registered mail, which is more expensive for me. But it'll also show it's not about being lost in the masses, because they do open mail, right? It's more about the paradigms I want to talk about, such as human rights. Should we apply the real charter of human rights? Then please explain this. And the responses will be maybe 10% of what I said as topics or arguments will be responded to, and it'll be the ones that are more easily something that people that are caught in all of these outdated paradigms can deal with in their little reality without taking a big breath and going to a cannabis store and shutting down, right, as public servants. So for me, it's not just no suitable candidates. None of them actually understand the reality of modernity, but also the natural world we live in, but also that none of them were able to, and that includes going to offices where, I'm trying to pass on messages to them that are their official offices, and nobody can respond at the level of being, an Homo sapien. So, of course, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time.